I had a client years ago, and she's always stuck with me so deeply that I give her to all my students. And she was about 20, 21. She was at a hospital school I worked at. And so she had multiple layers of disabilities and medical complications and cognitive delays. And so when you saw her, she was a girl in an electric wheelchair with her head down, sort of not sure where she was. She couldn't drive the wheelchair. She would just go. And they would have a guiding hand. And she wasn't that verbal. She had a few phrases, catchphrases. And so I started with her in a big group session. There were actually 2 therapists, which was a real lucky thing. Mm-hmm. So there were 2 of us music therapists and a big group of kids all in this same class. So maybe I would give her, a shaker, pry it into her fingers, give her a shaker, not much, no movement. One day, they were just, wherever she was placed when we came in, her wheelchair was set next to this big set of rototoms, which is 2 drumheads, huge drumheads on a stand. So she was there, and they were there, and I said, all right, these are your instruments today. And I found a drumstick for her, pried it into her hand, and I said, here's the drum. And had to move on because of, we were getting going. And I peeked over, and she's going perfectly in rhythm with what we're doing on this big drum head. And we stopped, and she stopped. And then we started again, and she started again, perfectly in rhythm, shifting time, shifting tempo, and then sort of a laugh from her. So I said, can I see her alone? Can I have her one-to-one? I want to see what we can do. I don't know her. I do, a typical sort of session would be a hellos, try and get her to do a little movement, try and just do a little vocalizing, see where she comes, that sort of thing, and then finish up. So Mia knows how to beat that drum, and we would play, and I would try and fool her, and I would try and catch her, and I couldn't. She was so attuned to what I was doing musically. She was reading my mind. I would stop, da 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 da, and she'd be stop immediately with me. I'd go to start. She was right there. She knew exactly what I was doing. So over time, the head would come up, the movement would, the movement expanded, and that was exciting. But one day, it was time. It was the closing song. It was time to go. And so for the closing song with her, I would take her hand and I would lift it up to the guitar, and she would strum the chords. I would do a little to help out, and she would sort of strum the chord. And so as she's strumming the chord and I'm doing the singing, I looked in her face, I looked in her eyes. And it was unbelievable, because all of a sudden, she wasn't anything else anymore. I was 29, I think, at the time. She was 21. I looked into this girl's eyes, young woman's eyes, and there she was, the whole healthy young woman. And I met her for the first time.